I just want to talk about something that happened a long time ago, like a couple of months ago, I believe, and I didn't mention it probably because I'm getting devastated too much to even mention it, and that's tremendously sad. Like, I know this really affected me because I didn't mention it, or, even worse, something that I'm used to because, I don't feel like I'm getting that support that I need to get out of my situation. I don't feel as though that anyone understand my rights as a being. I don't think anyone understand that I have emotional feelings and I'm a person and not some kind of AI or anything that is, under control of something y'all would consider as being a person that would cause, corruption by, a person and not it itself or some being. It's the fact that I am a human being. And I don't get it how I just totally forgot about this. This is sad. So let me just tell you what happened to me. I was on my way to go get my results from, my doctor office visit. And I normally take the bus, the same bus all the time. I go take a routine checkup every month that they schedule me with. And this specific time, I'm like in this situation when I really had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom at this local restaurant that was at the bus stop. So it's like I had to catch two buses. So I got on one bus and then got onto another one because the doctor's office that they gave me was near the place that I used to be at the shelter that's in, around middle section, rich sections, and also, just one little short section of possibly lows. It looks like it, but I'm not sure. And yeah, it's like around that area. And I was like, wow, this is a long ride because, you know, they didn't change my office because, the bus. I honestly had to stay with the same doctor because I didn't, want to change my doctor and end up being in some predicament that I don't want, like a hazardous environment, new kind of form of stalking or anything around a new, kind of office. So I just wanted to stay at a place that, that I am comfortable with and not go into something that I'm not. But I'm going through such a terrible suffering. So as I waited at the bus stop, the second stop, because I got on the first and then I had to get on the next because it's far out, around, middle section. And I don't know if it's Rachel or it's middle, I think. And I was waiting on the bus. After I used the bathroom, I went to ask the guy, like, can I use your bathroom? At first, he was like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure. Because I know, like, in most places, they always want you to buy stuff before you even use the bathroom. But I'm like, how about I just buy soda and just use your bathroom? And he said I can. So I just bought a can of, I don't know what, like a can Sprite or something. So I bought a can Sprite and I remember going into the bathroom. So what caught my attention is that when I grabbed onto the doorknob of the restaurant, it was wet. And I'm like, oh, who the heck grabbed right there? But I'm like, okay, let me wash my hands. And then I came out the bathroom and then I got a soda. I mean, I've been at the soda, I think. Yeah, I've been at the soda and then I went to the bus stop and then I waited. So the bus stop is like almost close to where the restaurant is at. Probably probably like 15 feet away from them, or like 20, no, 15 feet, I think. So yeah, I was waiting for the bus. So I normally always wait right there. Like, it was mad other times when I caught that bus, probably to get food because one restaurant, um no, well, not really restaurant, one shopping place didn't have what I really needed, or something happened on my walk and I didn't want to walk there anymore. and I just want to go somewhere else new because they like act like I'm supposed to go somewhere else new, and that is for them to go to. You know my life. Check out my Instagram and Facebook accounts. Understand my life and how they act like it is, for them or want to be in a predicament that I am. And like want to be in my place with like food and stuff. I don't get these individuals like with food and stuff like that is for me and stuff like or hog everything like that is for me. I also mentioned that in like a couple of losses, but yeah, it's a fact that let me go back to the story. It's a fact that at this specific time, I was waiting at the bus stop, and I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. Like, let's go see these results. So everyone know the results already. I found out that someone threw herpes in me. That was not good on me, in me. I don't know. It's off of something dirty. Stench to I don't think so from out my house from my family. I think it came from out. Probably a bottle of soda. Probably something from a store. Probably something from a restaurant. Cause like I know when it comes to the store that some individuals might send their stuff back into the store. Like I don't want this. Like Lord Jesus Christ. Me waiting at the bus stop. Let's go back to that. I was waiting at the bus stop, and I'm happy. I got a ding, so I'm like, kids, like, I'm happy. I have my soda. I'm like, energy, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm just like freaking hyper because I don't do drugs or nothing like that or do alcohol. So or drink alcohol. Do like it's the same thing, but I don't drink alcohol. So yeah, I'm just off of sugar and stuff like yeah. But I don't take it too hard with sugar because I know like my dad is a person that had diabetes and I don't want to figure out that junk could be me too. And I'm like, let's not try to take it too far with sugar. So yeah, God bless his soul. And so at this time I'm waiting at the bus stop. Sorry situation anyway, my dad. So yeah, being gone. So I'm waiting at the bus stop and all of a sudden I just feel this sensation on my behind area. This guy just smacked my behind area so hard. It almost felt like my right leg was about to break. He was on a bike. I'm like, what? And then I looked him in the eyes and he was smiling and riding on the bike. I couldn't grab at him, try to hit him or nothing, defend myself. It's a throw the can against his head or something. It's the fact that the guy, was on a bike. Is this for me to hate a bike? Is this for me to not like anyone on a bike? Because growing up, I also was a bike person that normally do these kind of, I don't know, I'm shaking. I'm scared. I'm human. Okay, I gotta hold the phone with like two hands. So, yeah, I was scared and shaking, and I was in shock actually. And then I'm like, I couldn't move, and then I saw the cops like pull, like I think that was cops, yeah. And I'm looking like, and I'm waving, and they didn't notice me, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, why I didn't wave historically? Because I was in shock. But yeah,